Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to go out to all of my Toyota peeps that are on the channel, especially if you have been in touch with the excessive oil consumption on the Camrys, and there's a bunch of models. But anyway, wanted to share this because a lot of the feedback that I've got from the engine oil consumption was that a lot of people did not know that Toyota had a technical service bulletin with warranty enhancement on that engine. And so I have now, I thought that this little letter was going to be telling me to bring my Camry in so they could go ahead and fix my engine, but it's not. There is a new problem with the video.
There's no problem with the video.
He's back there motioning to me, so yeah.
I was trying to get her to look into the camera and talking to the camera.
Yeah, okay. So anyway.
She's not going to listen.
There is a new technical service bulletin. It may or may not affect your car. You may or may not get this letter from Toyota. If you did not get this letter, and maybe you didn't get the engine oil one either, if you get the time, please go to toyotaowners.com. Go ahead and register there. You put the VIN number of your car into their system, and then anytime there's a problem with any parts, any of the mechanics of the vehicle that they consider, that are affecting large amounts of people, they'll go ahead and notify you like they have done on the second one with me again. Apparently, and I have for years noticed that when I would be detailing or cleaning the inside of my Camry here, that the dash cap, the dashboard felt.
You're talking about the actual top of it.
The actual whole top of the entire dashboard. And it can also include the odometer cluster. Did you hear that? The odometer cluster.
Really?
Also, yes.
So what are they saying about that?
There is an issue with some of them. It says the warranty enhancement program provides a primary and secondary warranty extension to your vehicle's new vehicle limited warranty, as it applies to the dashboard and instrument panel. The specific condition that they have found with some of these vehicles now is a cracked and or sticky and or melting dashboard.
Yeah, and how do you check it?
Well, it's pretty easy. If it's cracked, you're
going
to know. If it's melting, you're going to know. But mine is not either of those. Mine is sticky. You just will touch your dashboard on your car, and if it feels like it's sticky, like maybe somebody spilled something on it, that condition is covered under this, and they will put an entire new dashboard.
Now, when we call Toyota, what'd they say as far as their test?
So I called Toyota, and guys, this is so worth it, because if it's sticky now, it could be that a couple years down the road, it's going to dry up and start cracking and breaking and splitting. You don't want your car to look like that, especially when they're going to do this repair for free.
And it's going to affect the value greatly,
It will affect the resale value, trade value, whatever you want to do with it. And if you're going to keep the car, it's going to affect the looks of it. So, you want to take care of your stuff, and this is not costing you anything, but...
What did you say the year range and what models?
It does not say. It's got my specific VIN number on here, but it says that the primary coverage offers warranty enhancement described for all owners of covered vehicles until May 31st, 2017, regardless of mileage or date of first use of the vehicle. The secondary coverage supplements the primary coverage for some owners by offering the warranty enhancement described here for 10 years from the date of the first use of the vehicle, regardless of mileage. So again, Toyota's really going above and beyond on this, so
got to give them 2 thumbs up on that.
You really do. It's definitely, it's worth it, and it's not going to cost you anything to have the repair done. But simply, you'll call your local dealer. You don't even need to set an appointment. You just take it in, drive it up, and go in and let them know you need one of their service techs to come out and check your dashboard. And she said it is literally as simple as they'll come touch it. If it feels sticky, that's it. They put your name on the waiting list. Now again, this is kind of like the parts that they've been working on for the engine oil consumption, because
meaning they don't have it in stock.
Right, they don't have everything in stock that they can just stockpile all of this stuff and send it out all over to the dealer. So if you need this done to your car, they'll put your name down, and it's going to be the same thing that they're doing with the engine oil consumption parts. So you're going to definitely want to, I highly recommend going and letting them, if you can really feel it yourself. Obviously, if you get in it, yours isn't cracked or melted or sticky, you're going to be okay. But if it is, and mine is one of the ones that is,
I bet that's a pretty pricey repair.
I'm sure it's a pricey repair. I mean, you can go get you go do brakes, get brakes put on your car at the dealer, and they want to charge you a couple $100s for it. So, you know, and it's a lot of little secondary pieces. You might not think so, but taking that dashboard off is not as simple as just popping it up and ripping it out. I mean, there's a lot of crap that
there's tons of plastic stuff attached to it that can break along with it.
Yeah, and like my mom has got a, I think, is there Highlander? I think it's a 2010. Yeah. Their sun visor just started sagging. It broke the spring inside of it on the passenger side. That sucker was $175 to put a new spring into a sun visor. So it's definitely going to probably be a pricey repair, and one that they'll do for free if you just take them the car and, you know, let them check it out. So I wanted to share that with you. Also, on the engine oil consumption, if you're one of our viewers that has commented on that video or that has researched that problem, let me point one other thing out. I asked about my parts for that when I called Toyota yesterday, and my local dealer said that they basically, it's like a first come, first serve, whatever order you ended up going in when they checked for that condition. They put your name down, they call you when your parts are in. Mine are not in, but I went ahead and asked her, because some of you have inquired as to exactly what are they going to fix, what are they doing. Some of you have replied and told us what your dealers did. In my case, I was told that they will be replacing the pistons and the rings, and that is it. However, pulling the head off of these cars, or separating the head, it is not going to just be a piston and rings deal. You're going to have to replace the head gasket. What else, Carman?
Well, let me just kind of throw this out there. If I had any control over it, I would be up into the front and rear seals. Also switch out the main bearings, since I'm assuming the crank's coming out. If the crank's not coming out, rod bearings, rings. But when you take off that head, you might as well put new valve stems and valves in it, just because it's there already, and that's the most expensive part, is just the labor.
But they cannot reuse their head gaskets.
Cannot you reuse the head gasket? If they interrupt the oil seal, same thing. It depends on how they plan on accessing it, whether they're going to, well, first off, they have to take the head off, so.
Yeah, and my particular dealer told me, no, we're not replacing the head gasket, and I told her,
and if they plan on using the same timing tensioners and stuff, that's a little sketch. I would think that they would probably have to change out like the plastic tensioners.
Yeah.
It's really a good idea just to switch the chain out. I mean, all these cars are 10 years old. Yeah.
Well,
so
I just wanted to pass that along to you guys, because, and I know that based on some of the messages and emails I've got, not everybody has been told that. So wanted to share that. And if you have taken your Toyota in and you have had this work done, please come on the channel and share with us what exactly did they do. What did they do? And the same thing with the dash caps. If you've already had the dashboard replaced or checked,
well, I think the interesting thing about your letter is the odometer.
Yeah.
Cluster.
Yeah, it is.
That is very expensive. And
yes.
What are they saying? It just what?
It says on the letter that the condition is the dashboard cracked, sticky, or melting.
Okay, we got that.
And then in parentheses it says in the instrument panel. So that's your odometer cluster. So, I mean, I don't know. I've always noticed personally, mine doesn't feel like it's melted, but I have noticed that it seems to haze over.
I wonder if they're talking about the actual clear cover, not the electronics.
Yeah, I think so. I think just the cover, because it says the instrument panel.
Okay, well that could be the cover, or
right.
There might be a mechanical failure. I'm not sure. But.
Right, and I'm not sure either. But you know, all I know is what I've got in this bulletin right now. And when I take my car up there, I will find out. We'll come back and let you guys know. But if you, like I said, if you've had either of these repairs done to your Toyota, please come on and share on the channel what they did. I'd be very curious to know if all of the owners are getting the same results or the same parts. But I know for a fact. Don't let them tell you they're reusing your head gasket. They can't do it. You cannot reuse a head gasket. It's torqued. It's down to torque specifications. In a lot of cases, you're not even supposed to reuse head bolts, because once they're torqued, they stretch.
Just never a good idea.
No, and I mean, the last thing you want is to have your engine replaced and fixed, and if you think
then
it's
blow
really
a head
good, then
gasket.
you blow a head gasket because it was reused.
I would be. It's physically impossible to reuse a head gasket. I'm sure that someone somewhere has attempted it or tried, but I mean, it's.
Yeah. But I think we are going to have them do those other little things, like he was talking about, the bearings and stuff. and the valve guides, just while they're in there, because, you know, to me it's worth it. So let us know. Keep us up to date on what you find out with your cars. If you have questions, let us know. If we haven't heard, I'll try to find out for you. It's what this channel's about, sharing, trying to keep your money in your pocket, and this will be a big project if you had to pay for it out of pocket. So stay tuned.
That's right.
We appreciate your support. Support your troops. Support Car Girl.
What? Look at that shameless self-promotion.
I mean, you know. And no, support the car man. He loves you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate your support. We will see you next time. Peace out.